We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Has his man, it's Shakir. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Here's Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense here.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game that we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. 331, 331. Right.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 319, get back. Hey, Ken. Punch right. You got a mini base. Why not?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
319.
Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
44-yard line.
19.
Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go alpha right here. Don't jump. Ready? 319, get cut. All right.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Scott.
Now Fields. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Cook up the gut. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Allen going to change this at the line. Back to throw now on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now they'll change things up.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pick up the 25.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Five wide.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 31 yards on the punt there.
And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
No more. Here we go. 19 wins. Here we go.
In motion right is Wilson.
Right.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Allen has it, left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Hey, Ken, go.
Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
New York.
Hey, Ken, here we go. You good. 3-19,
In motion, the tight end. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 258, shot.
Now it's Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. T.J. Sanders forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
3rd and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. 258, set up. Madden.
To throw is Fields. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Here we go.
Fields going to hold on to it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 4-yard line.
Here we go. Turn ball, set. Tonight.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
3-19, set. Hey, never mind, Monday. Right.
Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3-19.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On the move to his left. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Back to throw, Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Green 19. No more. Chip swear.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Wilson. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance and put it at the 1. But they decided they wanted to kick. They would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing, Allen.
Toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Hey, hold. 180. Alert.
Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. To throw is Allen.
That is caught. And he runs it past the 30, almost to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll come up now on second down.
Round 80.
Here's Allen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Now Allen.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Here we go, Scott. No mods, no mods. 319, can I see that?
Back to throw, Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles.